Why is it an interesting name? It's an aspect of happiness when you're young. You try to love the same music as your friends, and when you have a record contract, you try to write songs that they want to hear. I am in such a stage of my career when I don't care what others think or want from me. There's no point in pretending to be a world leader, so why not have fun? Finally, a difficult question. Is it difficult for an Australian to prove the reliability of his soul? What is the true credibility of your soul? It is difficult for an Australian to build a musical career of any kind because of the size of his population. The people I create and the people I play songs would love to play with me, and I am very grateful to them. I'm sorry I can't play live right now, because music is really a reward. I hope one day we can find a way to play on a dance floor full of people. There was a group of very enthusiastic people with bamboo, cooking in 3 burners in my solo music. Artists from all over the world are trying to work with me, and lately even young singers seem to want to ask me about my experience. So you can say that I have some authority, but I accept all this. Australian soul singer KYLIE Aldous gave sincere votes for the seductive visceral of her antipode. Polly's from 2016, cooking on 3 burners, and when Comes got into the hands, the melody took off. It was on top of almost every popularity list, appeared in TV shows, commercials and movies, and reached more than 1 billion broadcasts. And this number continues to grow. Of all music genres, why do you prefer soul? The soul was not my first preference. Given the pandemic, what do you hope for? And in fact, the future of your career. I am glad that you've gone so far. I have never had great expectations in the past, and I do not think I need to change the pattern in my life. I am happy with the airtime that singles have had so far. And if this continues, I will be happy. I came to Melbourne from the small town of Hay, which is far from the center of New South Wales, Australia. My family still lives there and has a farm on the Murrumbidgee River. I lived in Melbourne and joined all sorts of groups until Cinderella came along when I worked with bamboo. This shoe finally fit. What kind of sound did you want to achieve? The soul and the boogie of the 80s. Sweet, tasty and dancing. Will Australia have a decent scene for the soul? It is difficult to describe the scene as such. How did you record a new album after the pandemic? I have a great team of musicians, sound engineers and producers who wrote and recorded with me shortly before the hammer fell. My mother brought the best of Silver Congress from the city when I was a teenager, and everything seemed open. My father introduced me to Aretha Franklin, Renee Gayer and Janis Joplin, as well as Marvin Gaye and Mom Cass. I was lucky to have a wonderful team at Soul Bank Music K7 who works tirelessly on the sidelines of promotion and advertising, and who should now be thanked for keeping the music alive and relevant.